me. Hulk smash! I stormed into the wedding reception covered in green body paint, tattered purple shorts, and righteous fury. How could you do this to Hulk? I roared, lobbing a chair toward the back of the room, not at anyone, mind you, just dramatically. The music screeched to a halt. One guest clutched their pearls. Another dropped a shriek skewer. It was glorious chaos. All eyes turned to me, this green, furious dollar store version of the Hulk barreling toward the head table. The groom looked stunned. The bride, mortified. I stomped up, gently scooped her over my shoulder, and carried her off towards the washrooms while the crowd just gasped. This was just another job, and I was getting paid well to do it. When the bride was a little girl, she visited Universal Studios Hollywood and proposed to the actor playing the Hulk. She was dead serious. She'd marry him when she grew up. And on her actual wedding day, her friends decided to make good on that promise. They called Scheme a Dream. And that's how I became the jilted, heartbroken monster crashing her reception. What I didn't expect, the groom was a football linebacker, taller than me, 50 pounds heavier, and built like a superhero. He looked me dead in the eye, grinned, and extended a hand. You ready to finish this? Before I could respond, he scooped me up and paraded me back out to the crowd, who went absolutely wild. Then he kept walking right out the front doors. I was laughing the whole way. It was, without a doubt, one of the greatest pranks I ever pulled off. This was just another day working for Scheme a Dream, a truly bizarre and wonderful company where I was paid to be anything but myself. A merry band of misfits, we were on-call actors ready to bring to life any character a client could dream up. Need a singing gorilla at your grandmother's 80th? Done. A leprechaun to interrupt your staff meeting? We've got a guy. Sometimes the gigs were light and fun, other times they just teetered on the edge of social warfare. Door ajar, resident drag queen, a crowd pleaser. I donned a blue sequin gown, warm-rimmed glasses, a pin curl wig, and blue eyeshadow that stretched from lash line to eyebrow like a shimmering highway to fabulous. With my best deep voice growl, I'd saunter in with balloons and a sultry birthday tune. Not everyone found Delora delightful, though. One guy, clearly not a fan of drag performers, whether his friends knew and wanted to mess with him or were just blissfully unaware, I'll never know. His face had the perfect mix of I want to disappear and I might throw up in my lap. I leaned in close and whispered something to the effect of, "You're gonna deal with this, sweetheart. And then it'll be over, maybe." Mr. Wonderful. This one still haunts me. I'm not a natural flirt, but I'm a pretty good actor. And this role called for confidence. I sat at the bar, waiting for a group of women to arrive. It was the guest of honor's 50th birthday. Once they were settled, I struck. I brought her a drink, laid on the charm like a 22-year-old with a surplus of cologne and misguided confidence. Winks, smirks, smooth lines. I even asked her to dance. When the moment was right, I unbuttoned my shirt to reveal a birthday sash and a t-shirt with her face on it. Her friends erupted into laughter. She, however, looked like she was on the verge of tears. I collected the payment and left, trying not to think about the emotional minefield I just trampled through. It was a job, a weird one, but a paid one. The clown. Adding to that list of greatest hits, or possibly deepest regrets, was the time I may have single-handedly created a lifelong case of chorophobia, aka fear of clowns, which I now deeply respect. Becoming a trauma-inducing party guest was not on my vision board, and yet I showed up at a kid's 6th birthday party in full clown gear, ready to delight. I thought my makeup looked great, bold, theatrical, expressive. In hindsight, I probably resembled Pennywise more than Bozo. The birthday boy took one look at me and immediately launched into the ugliest cry I have ever seen. I tried everything. Balloon animals? Nope. Magic tricks? If sobbing counts as applause, I crushed it. The mom's smile slowly died as she realized I'd just engineered a core memory that kid's future therapist will bill by the hour. Knowing I'd lost the room and maybe scarred childhood for good, I bolted to my Ford Festiva, which was perfect clown car size, and peeled out, leaving half a dozen helium balloons trailing behind like tiny flags of defeat. Needless to say, I did not get paid. So let this be your warning. If you hear distant honking, see balloons drifting ominously across the sky, or spot a man in a sequin dress sprinting towards your party, don't panic. It might just be me, hired to make a scene, humiliate your loved ones, and vanish into the night with a pocket full of glitter and mild emotional damage. You're welcome.